does Farm to School mean for us? It really has a lot to do with being a movement that prioritizes children's health and prioritizes children's relationship with the food system. So not only with the food they eat, but this movement really wants children to know that a human being had to grow their food for them, had to harvest the food, had to make this food. So this relationship with food is really important for us in Farm to School. So in order to understand this relationship, for us in Farm to School, with the word school, education is really important. The awareness, working with not only the students, working also with their teachers, and then most important of all, working with the administrators for them to grow the food, take care of a garden, take care of the other beings that come into the garden, like butterflies and bees, that it's all a system. Now, this whole garden system can be like a little microcosm, a little reflection of a bigger farming system and then bigger food system. So the Farm to School is a movement of health, a movement of building relationships, and also a movement of ensuring that our lands, our oceans become more healthy the more we work with it.
My Nima is in a project that works for the primary school, for the students, promoting health and well-being. So in our health and well-being, we have school delivery program, like a lesson delivery, talking about the nutrition, hydration, and enough rest, also physical activity. So also we have vegetable garden. We do vegetable garden, providing vegetable gardens to the schools for the purpose to have healthy food for the students in the school, and also to educate them on how to proper nurture vegetable garden, and also how to take care of it. Also we have cooking show and cooking competition. This is to educate the students on how to cook their own local healthy food. I think the impact that we get is that the students can access to healthy food, and also the feedback that we get from the schools that some of it they use it as they sell it out and get that money that we get from selling the vegetable also to help the schools with other needs. Us attending this workshop, this summit, this festival is very helpful in a way on how to approach schools, and also how to approach the community to be a part of, also to help the schools. Kind of like teach me how to build a relationship with the local farmers, and also improvising with the way to implement the vegetable garden in the farming to the school.
When I first started working in the Marshall Islands with the Farm to School there, I was invited to start the work by the Minister of Education, Dr. Hilda Heine. The children would pick out their vegetables. If you serve it to them, they pick it out. They didn't want to eat the vegetables, they only wanted to eat maybe the rice. And now for them to have cooking competitions, where they're using the produce, they're using the vegetables that they grew in their garden and making all kinds of recipes and eating all of it. That to me is the excitement. And then the other one, the other metric of success, it took about 7 to 8 years before I got a call from a professor of agriculture. The professor of agriculture, he said, I don't know what happened this year, but suddenly all my agriculture classes are full, and I even have to make a waiting list. And we thought about it and we said, oh, that's because we started this movement maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And these are the children who grew up with the learning gardens and the farm to school. And now they're going to college and they want to be agriculture majors. So suddenly he had an influx and he had to have extra classes. And ever since then, he said the number has not decreased. In fact, he has to have more and more and more classes as the years go on. So to me, that's a metric, a small metric of success, that children now, they grow up with this and they want to go to college to become agriculturists. I think the number one thing is to find your champion administrator. Find a champion principal, or some communities might call it a commissioner or superintendent or district officer. Find a champion, one or two champion principals, somebody in leadership, and really work in the community of the school of this champion. And then you grow it from this champion school. So it's really, really important, because in Hawaii our work started with educators. We didn't start with the farmers, we started with the educators. And we found these one or two very strong champion principals. And then so we use their schools as like a model school or lighthouse school. It's a lighthouse. And so these were the schools we gave as much resources as we can. Every time we have a training, we choose that school. Every time we write a grant proposal, we choose that school. And so it's like the lowest hanging fruit. But I think the word of advice is find your champion principal, find your champion teachers, and have them as part of this movement. Most positive for me is seeing the children and the teachers eating fresh fruits and vegetables.
I can make healthy papaya tree. So if it's healthy, it can give me good fruit. So I want to make the student healthy. So if the student healthy, he can make a healthy government, healthy country.